Hey kids, today we will talk about the sport chess. Chess is one of the most interesting sports because it never repeats itself and there are no two equal matches. Abhimanyu Mishra. Indian American Abhimanyu Mishra became the world's youngest ever chess grandmaster in June 2021 at the age of 12 years. He learned the rules of chess when he was 2 years and 6 months old. He became the youngest national expert at the age of 7 years. He became the youngest national master in the US at the age of 9 years. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Viswanathan Anand, Tiger of Madras. He was a 5 times world champion. He was born in Chennai, India. Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu and Madras is the previous name of Chennai. His hobbies are reading, swimming and listening to music. He played chess so fast when he was a kid, he was known as Lightning Kid. Chess is indeed a child's play. A child's play is a task that can be easily done, so don't think that you cannot learn it. Brief introduction. Chess is a board game played between two players. It is played on a square chessboard with 64 squares arranged in an 8x8 grid. Each player gets 16 pieces. 1 king, 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops and 8 pawns. The object of the game is to checkmate the opponent's king. It means the king is to be attacked in a manner that there is no way for it to escape. An interesting fact: Deep Blue. Garry Kasparov from Russia was the world chess champion from the year 1985 to 2000. Deep Blue is a supercomputer that played with him and defeated him. It was for the first time that a computer could beat a reigning world champion. Setup. On white's first rank, from left to right, the pieces are placed in the following order: rook, knight, bishop, queen, king, bishop, knight, rook. On the second rank is placed a row of 8 pawns. Black's position mirrors white's, with an equivalent piece on the same file. The board is placed with a light square at the right-hand corner nearest to each player. The correct positions of the king and queen may be remembered by the phrase, "queen on her own color." That is, the white queen begins on a light square, the dark queen on a dark square. Movement rules. Rook. A rook can move any number of squares along a straight line, but cannot leap over other pieces. Bishop. A bishop can move any number of squares diagonally, but cannot leap over other pieces. Queen. A queen combines the power of a rook and bishop and can move any number of squares straight or diagonal, but cannot leap over other pieces. King. The king moves 1 square in any direction. A king cannot move to a place that is under attack. Knight. A knight moves to form an L shape, 2 squares vertically and 1 square horizontally, or 2 squares horizontally and 1 square vertically. The knight is the only piece that can leap over other pieces. Pawn. A pawn can move forward to the unoccupied square immediately in front of it, or on its first move it can advance 2 squares straight, provided both squares are unoccupied. A pawn can capture an opponent's piece on a square diagonally in front of it by moving to that square. Pawn promotion. If a pawn reaches the opposite side of the board, it is promoted to a higher piece, except king. For example, if my pawn reaches the original position of your rook, it'll become my rook. There is no limit to how many pawns I can be promoted. Check. A king is in check when an opponent's piece is in a position that can attack the king. A player must move the king out of check, or block the check, or capture the attacking piece. A player cannot move their king into check. Checkmate. To win the game, opponent must be put under the checkmate condition. If a king is in check position and none of the moves given above for moving out of check is possible, it is a checkmate condition. Stalemate. If there are no legal moves for a player to make, there is a tie between the two players. That is, no one wins, no one loses, and the game ends. This condition is called a stalemate. Don't forget, white always moves first and players alternate turns. Players can only move one piece at a time. The first player to give a checkmate wins. These were the basics of chess. Try it. It is a wonderful sport. You saw two examples. How early did two world champions start playing it? If they can, you can too. Ditch those video games and grab the chessboard, invite your siblings or parents or friends and get going. If it interests you, you can go for higher levels.